Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy? Sports and Fitness Rant. I'm back, guys. Hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel. Ladies and gentlemen, on my channel, I'm always telling you guys, live an active lifestyle, make smart nutritional choices, move more and sit less, right? Fight against the laziness. It's not about perfection, but about consistency. It's not about what you look like in the mirror, but about how you feel, ladies and gentlemen. And on my channel, I'm always telling you guys, right, especially when it comes to the men out there, right? This video is more, geared towards the men. And some of the ads that I'm seeing on my videos, right, on my channel, I keep seeing this ad for Rugiet Ready or something. I think it's called Rugiet. It's supposed to be some kind of pill or something for men to take to help them perform better in the bedroom. And I told you, these ads are disgusting to me. I'm offended by these ads, and these ads are not keeping in line with the things that I preach on my channel. Now, I told you guys, and I've talked about some of this stuff before, right? Male performance and how we feel about ourselves overall. Because I've told you guys, remember, there is an actual correlation here between your confidence, how you feel about yourself, and these kinds of situations, right? In these scenarios, right? When you're with a woman. So I told you, this Rugiet, or whatever it says, I believe it's called Rugiet, Rugiet or something like that. And they're promoting this pill. I believe it's a pill. Maybe I'm off on this. And it's a pill that you're supposed to take before you're going to engage in some of these activities, with your wife, your girlfriend, whoever it is, significant, whatever the hell it is. I can tell you, something's weird to me, man. And I've told you guys, I don't subscribe to this kind of crap. Because I've told you on my channel, guys, a lot of these issues that men feel that they might have, right? I've done videos on the Frank Thomas and the Doug Flutie commercials. I haven't seen them in a while, but you guys remember those commercials about a year or so ago, the Frank Thomas Total T, right? And it was supposed to be some kind of male testosterone enhancer or some kind of testosterone booster of some sort to help you be more of a man. And that's how they promoted this on TV. You're not a man because you can't do X, Y, Z. You're not a man unless you take Frank Thomas's Total T. And I told you guys, I like Frank Thomas, man. He was a great baseball player, man. Got a lot of love for Frank Thomas. I remember him when I was growing up watching baseball, man. Huge Frank Thomas fan. But just because I'm a fan of Frank Thomas, a baseball player, doesn't mean that I'm going to subscribe and, be okay with some nonsensical product like Frank Thomas Total T. Now, again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving anyone medical advice here. I'm not telling you guys, oh, man, you don't need this or to take that and do this. That's not what it's about. What I'm telling you and I'm giving you is the things that work for me. And I've told you, I do not promote pills. I do not promote powders. I do not promote these kinds of substances for people to take so that they can feel good about themselves in a specific area. I'm not on board with this stuff. So when I see this ad for Rugiet Ready, I'm offended. Not because they're promoting this on my channel, but how they promote it, guys. The things that the women are saying in these ads are disgusting. Women talk like this? Like, oh man, my man was effing me for 3 hours straight. This is what they're saying on these ads. I tell you, disgusting stuff, man. Like, if that was my daughter on this ad talking like that, they said, man, oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh. But guys, I've told you many, many times, if you're having problems in these kinds of areas, right? And listen, man, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Especially for like a lot of the young people out there, you have some kind of, image in your mind, and you have like, this idea in your mind, what you should be like, what we look like, right? People are concerned what they look like. And I get all this, right? You're trying to attract women. You're trying to attract the opposite sex here. And you want to be able to look your best, but you have to be able to feel your best first, ladies and gentlemen. I told you, it's the feeling. So all of this stuff, guys, is connected. So in these scenarios, right? When we're intimate with someone else, the confidence, how you feel in your mind and your overall well-being is going to help you in these areas, in these scenarios. Because confidence is really what it's about, ladies and gentlemen. And how you feel about yourself is in turn going to be how people see you and how people feel about you. They can sense how you feel about yourself. When you have confidence, not arrogance or cockiness or narcissism, it's a confidence and a belief in yourself that's there because you earned that confidence and belief in yourself, right? By training hard, eating right, being consistent with this stuff. It gives you the confidence. So I've told you, if you're having problems in some of these areas, in an area like this, and you think that you need to take a pill like Rugiet Ready or, Frank Thomas Total T or some weird, powder or something like that to get better in this area or to help you improve in this area, I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, right now, or gentlemen, I'm telling you, you don't need this stuff. All right? What you need to do is what I've been telling you you need to do. All right? Not the way that I do it. You do it the way you want to do it, but you must get up off your ass. You have to get moving. You must lose some weight. I guarantee you, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, excuse me, the gentlemen out there, I guarantee you guys, if you lose 10 pounds, 15 pounds, 20 pounds, all of a sudden, these areas are going to start to improve. You're going to start to feel better about yourself. Your body's going to start to function better. Because remember, our body works together. All these things work in unison. So I've told you, when you're exercising, when you're eating right, it's not just about how you look. It's not just about the muscles. That's not what it's about. It's about your mind, right? It's about your overall well-being, your immune system, right? All of these things benefit from exercise, from making smart nutritional choices, guys. Eating good makes you feel good, guys. I don't even know. If you're not going to listen to me, if you're not really going to believe what I'm saying, I don't know what to tell you, right? You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. I've told you, don't worry about being perfect, but just try to be consistent, develop a routine, and these other areas of your life will improve. I guarantee you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you guys, if you lose some weight, you start moving around more, you start making a smart nutritional choice, you won't need something like Rugiet, or Frank Thomas Total T, or some of these other pills and powders to help you perform or feel better about yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Remember that.